Hello and welcome to the 14th episode of The Prop House. In this episode, we're gonna make a clapboard. So, let's get started. Well, today's project is a clapboard. At least I think that's what it's called. It is the board that everyone knows from old-timey Hollywood, but they're still used today. They just look a little different. And a little fun fact of what they're actually used for is the person holding the clapboard stands in front of the camera before the camera starts rolling. And that way, in the editing software later on, the editors can see the first frame of the video is the clapboard, so they can easily identify what scene it is to know what they need to work on. So that was a bit of an interesting fact and thought I would throw that in. So the material I'll be making this out of is a really neat material I found at Home Depot. Half of it, the front of it is chalkboard and the back is dry erase. They're really cool. They're about 4 feet by 2 feet, I believe. They're pretty cheap. They're about $5 to $6 after tax. I can't quite remember, but they're super useful and I really like them. So I just started cutting wood. Didn't really do any measuring, just used a battery operated circular saw. I didn't do any measuring because I kind of just wasn't feeling it at the moment. I just kind of wanted to go for it and try it. And I think it came out really well and I had a lot of fun making this project. So here you can see the dry erase side of the board. At this point, I really was having a hard time deciding whether I wanted to do a blackboard or a whiteboard version of it, because nowadays a lot of times they use dry erase. The chalkboard isn't really used as much anymore. But I ended up thinking the chalkboard is probably a better way to go. It's kind of more of the iconic one, more people will recognize it, and I thought it was a bit more old-timey and fun. Now there was some blowout from the saw, so I tried to clean it up with some sandpaper, but that didn't really work. And then I decided to try to color it in using Sharpie, and it looked okay. I didn't really like it, so I ended up using a rotary tool around it and tried to make it more of a part of the look. That there was this edge that was brown because I just couldn't get a cleaner look, so I ended up trying to make that mess up a part of the design. And while I turned my mistake into a design choice, I also made sure to round over the corner that the clapboard part, the part that actually turns, I rounded it over so that way it could easily transition when actually using it. So up next, I cut a smaller piece of board, and then I sanded it a little bit to make it a bit grippy before I stapled it in. And this is what's going to act as our hinge. There's going to be a hole through this part and through the actual part of the clapboard that turns, that is on an angle. And then a bolt will go through it, and that will be our very rudimentary but functional hinge. And then I wanted to make sure that it all fit together, so I drilled a hole through the clapboard and then the hinge part, the hinge wood. And then I put a bolt through it just to make sure that it all worked and sat well, everything lined up nicely, and I was liking where it was going so far. So then it was time to start painting, so I started off by taping up the board and the top part of the board. I don't really know what to call it, the hinged part. And I really didn't measure anything again. I just kind of went for it. I guess that was kind of the merit of this project, is just going for it. And I was really happy with how this turned out too. It turned out really well. I've had some bad luck with paint and tape in the past, as you know. It often does not come off smoothly, but I actually had a great experience with it this time, so go figure. Also, I made sure to sand it with a very high grit paper so that way the paint would stick, because the chalkboard was very slick and I did not think paint would actually stick to it if I painted it, so I made sure to sand it. And in the end, it took about 3 coats in order to get the paint at a place where I was happy with it and I liked the thickness and the color of it. So I don't think that was too bad considering how slick the material was in the end. I also painted the head of the bolt black so that way it matched the board and stood out less. So it was time to pull the tape off, and I could not be happier with how this board came out. The lines came out so clean, and it just looks so nice. I also gave it a nice wipe down with isopropyl alcohol, which I think helped because it removed a lot of the dust and stuff from the workshop, because my workshop seems to never be clean anymore. I can't seem to keep it clean, but that's okay. And I really think this came out way better than I could have expected. And part of the reason I think I really like this is you get to customize it. You can put your favorite movie, favorite scene of that movie. You can make a joke with the take. I don't know. You could even put like maybe your favorite internet prop making show. I don't know. It's up to you. Well, I think it came out really, really well. I don't know what it was about this, but it was just a blast to make. I know it was a bit more of a simple project, but it was just so much fun to make for me. Probably because it went smoothly and whatnot, but had a great time making it. I think it's cool how you can customize it. You can put whatever movie you want on it. If you want to reference a specific scene, you could also do that, which I think is pretty neat. I don't have a ton else to say about it other than it was a fun build that didn't take too long, and I think came out amazing. So, thanks for watching.